On December 18, Hyunbin's rare appearance on the talk show You Quiz on the Block, TVN, sent the internet into a frenzy. After 13 years away from television interviews, Hyunbin not only revisited his stellar career but also unveiled a completely different side of himself, a devoted husband and a loving father. His revelations were not merely satisfying public curiosity but opened up a deeper perspective, the quiet maturity of a national star, evolving from dazzling fame to simple, heartfelt domesticity. If you get into Chung'ang University, I'll let you pursue acting. Few know that behind Hyunbin's composed image was a rebellious youth determined to chase his dreams. With his family, especially his father, strongly opposing his ambition to become an actor, Hyunbin resorted to secretly skipping classes to attend theater practices. What may sound romantic was actually a painful journey of proving himself. The turning point came when his father posed a tough condition: only if he passed the theater and film department entrance exam at Chung'ang University would he be allowed to pursue acting. This challenge became a rite of passage. When he successfully entered Chung'ang, he laid the first bricks for a career defined not just by success, but by integrity. "I couldn't feel fame back then. I was too young." Reflecting on My Lovely Samsoon, 2005, Hyunbin admitted that at 24, when his name was on everyone's lips nationwide, he was too young to fully grasp the magnitude of his fame. His humility here is striking. He never let fame blind him. Then came Secret Garden, 2010, another massive success. Yet, at the height of his popularity, Hyunbin chose to enlist in the military. He described it as a little regret, but in hindsight, it was a foundation stone that allowed him to endure in an unforgiving industry where many bright stars quickly fade. Meeting her again in Crash Landing on You, and love blossomed naturally. The love story between Hyunbin and Son Ye Jin feels almost scripted in its perfection. Though they first met during the negotiation, 2018, no romantic feelings arose. It wasn't until Crash Landing on You, 2019, that their hearts aligned. Hyunbin described the process simply and sincerely: "Everything happened very naturally." When reminded of Son Ye Jin's confession that he was her first love during a 2022 show appearance, Hyunbin shyly smiled and looked down, unable to hide his bashfulness. That subtle reaction spoke volumes about how genuinely he cherishes their love. Marrying someone in the same profession, a blessing and a challenge. Hyunbin candidly shared that marrying a fellow actor has its perks, mutual understanding of schedules and pressures, but also its downsides. Knowing each other's world too intimately can sometimes rob the relationship of the thrill of discovery. This realistic view stands in contrast to the often overly romanticized portrayals of celebrity couples. Hyunbin isn't afraid to acknowledge that their marriage, like any real relationship, comes with its own trials, and that patience and deep understanding are what keep them strong. A devoted husband, a gentle father. One of the most touching aspects of Hyunbin's revelations was his role as a father. He shared simple, heartfelt moments, taking his son to the playground, walking with his wife and son, reading bedtime stories. Sending a coffee truck to support Son Ye Jin's film set was not just a romantic gesture but a family celebration. The truck was sent under their son's name. Hyunbin spoke proudly about Son Ye Jin's sacrifices in balancing motherhood and her passion for acting, showing immense gratitude for her unwavering dedication. "I respect and am grateful to her, not just as my wife, but for everything she has endured." Wrapping up the conversation, Hyunbin sent a heartfelt message to Son Ye Jin, accompanied by a finger heart gesture. He expressed his deep respect and gratitude for all her sacrifices, especially for managing their family while he was away filming abroad. His words weren't just those of a loving husband, they were a testament to a man who deeply understands and appreciates the true meaning of partnership and family. Hyunbin today, not just a star, but a real-life hero at home. What made this interview so captivating wasn't merely Hyunbin discussing his love life, but his willingness to reveal his everyday vulnerabilities, his bashfulness at his wife's confession, his concern for her acting comeback, and his joy in doing simple activities with their son. Hyunbin proves that the ultimate peak of success is not just professional glory. It's in how he cherishes his family, respects love, appreciates sacrifices, and in the quiet strength with which he embraces ordinary happiness. Perhaps it is this quiet maturity and genuine humility that makes millions not just admire Hyun Bin the actor, but adore Hyun Bin the man, the ideal image of a modern, loving, and grounded gentleman.